Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to chime in really quick. Excuse my face, my eyebrows is not beat, so I don't have my lashes on. Hair is still not done. Happy New Year to everyone. It is the fourth day of the new year. So it's trending, so I had to chime in just to put my 2 cents because that's the name of my soon to be podcast and my page. That's just my 2 cents. So I have to put my 2 cents on this. I just finished watching Katt Williams interview with um Shannon or something, I think that's his name. Nice looking brother, by the way. I'm so lost in the sauce. I didn't even know he was a retired football player. I never even heard of him. But nice looking brother. So it was very good. When I say I was glued, I was like pausing it when I had to, because I'm babysitting over here with my grandkids and my niece over my daughter's house. So she's now 5 months. She'll be 6 months this month. She's getting big. She came from a long way, and I'm so in love with her. And she is so spoiled, rotten. So anyway, I wanted to just chime in. Like I say, I was pausing it when I had to run downstairs, fix bottles, run downstairs or whatever. I was pausing it because I didn't want to miss, like I couldn't just rewind it, but I didn't want to miss a beat. So this interview was so lit. So lit. It has like 2.7 million views and it just aired yesterday, say a day ago. Honey, what they say on, well, I don't even want to quote that. This interview was lit. It was lit from beginning to the very end. It was lit. For real, for real. And you know what? I'm standing on business. I'm standing with Katt. 100%. Now, don't get me wrong. The comedians that he name dropped, called out, I absolutely like. I love Cedric the Entertainer. That's been my dude since day one, since Comic View days. I love Cedric the Entertainer. I love Earthquake. Those my dudes. He didn't really say anything bad about Earthquake. Not for real. He actually said Earthquake was a very good comedian, by the way. And Earthquake was really funny because Earthquake is hilarious. That's my dude. I love Cedric Entertainer too. So that's not gonna change. But I also love Katt. So everybody he name dropped, I do like Ricky Smiley. It's like, everybody he called out, I do like as comedians. So I've always wanted to see Earthquake in concert, Katt in concert, Cedric Entertainer in concert, like for real in concert. Ricky Smiley was just here. I would have liked to met him and things like that. Ricky Smiley, he's a nice dude. So it's like you have mixed feelings. Do you feel differently now about these comedians because they were called out by Katt? Or you just respect Katt feelings or how he feel? He's standing on what he said. Katt standing on business. So I'm, I'm for Katt. Like I agree with what he said. He has his reasons for feeling the way he feels, and we can't condone or condemn him for that. We can't condemn or condone him for that, if I'm saying it correctly. That's just how he feel. Now, I'm quite sure it's going to be a bunch of clapbacks, as it already is. People have been responding. The comedians that he called out have been responding, and some may not even respond, at least publicly. But they have been clapping back. It's going to be a lot of clapback after this. A whole lot of ruckus because it's trending. This is just the shit, the talk of the town. And I agree with 2024. It's a new year. It's all about playtime is over. You wanna play me? I'm gonna call you out. It's about being exposed. This is the year of the truth. This is the year of exposure, and it's just about calling people out. Call a spade a spade. It is what it is. You a black, I'm a black queen. You a black king. But call it just call it, but just call it for what it is. if you were a big fan, like I was, of all the '70s shows growing up, the Jeffersons, because one thing about George, he called it like it was. People may not agree with the things he said, but that was just things that was written for him to do. After a while, when I read the history on the show and on the characters, they really didn't like the racist um, jokes and comments and things like that. George, well, his real name was Sherman Hemsley, but George, as we all know and loved him for, he really didn't like saying, calling time honkies and being honkies and just being racist. But that was the role he was chosen to play. He did a very good job of it. Then you had Archie Bunker on All in the Family, who was so openly racist as well. He had to think about blacks. He talked about Jews on the show. So all of that was exposed, and this was back in like the '70s. So my grandmother always told me, time, history has a way of repeating itself, along with clothes, fashion, and everything like that. So they were exposing things, opening up things then. This was back in the '70s. Now it is 2024, and it's time to recycle. It's time to, you know, stand on business, as the young little T.I. said, little T.I. son, young T.I. He said, I stand on business. So now that's trending. That's a whole big thing, even though he said it at the wrong time and on some wrong shit that he was on. But yeah, we Cat standing on business. And I just agree with everything he said. I just agree with what he was saying, the way he was saying, and that's just his truth. He spoke his truth, and it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. And I can just relate to him in a lot of things because I've kind of been that person too. I'm going to speak my truth and I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. Maybe that has been why I've been ridiculed. Maybe that's why, you know, people dislike me at prior jobs. Maybe that's why I was thrown under the goddamn bus last year because I started calling people out, and standing on my truth. Even before standing on business and all that shit became a big thing, I always stood on my truth and I always stood on what I said. And I call people out on their bullshit. Don't come to me with that bullshit because I'm gonna call you out on it. So what Katt did, he told his truth and he stood on his business. And I accept that wholeheartedly because I feel him on that tip. Now, the people that he exposed and talked about, that's just between them and him. That was Katt's truth. He stood on his business, and I keep saying it because it's just the truth. Because that's how I am. That's how I have always been. Like I said, that's why the shit happened the way it did with me. 2023 was a learning lesson for me. I'm not gonna not humble myself. I know how to be humble. I've been there, but I'm not gonna call you on. I am going to call you out on your bullshit when you want me to think I'm gonna step up and smell it. What they wanted, she wanted around her. This other person who threw me under the bus. She wanted people to start smelling her bullshit and accepting it. I've known you too long. I'm not gonna smell your bullshit. I never will. I never have. I'm gonna call you out on that bullshit, and I start calling her out a little bit more and more. And she didn't like that shit, and that's just the bottom line. But it's cool. That was last year. I'm moving forward and trying to do things. Doing things totally differently this year. That's between me and God, what I prayed about. But I mean, yeah, Katt went in. He went in. He took it there, and that's it. That's his truth, and you have to respect him for that. You can't do nothing but love him even more for just standing in his truth. So like and subscribe to my page. Hit the bell, the comments, or whatever. Let me know what y'all think about this video, this interview. It was worth. I'm telling you, I was glued. This was the longest interview I've watched. It was almost 3 hours, but I was glued, and it was very interesting. I even rewinded some parts because the kids was playing and making noise. My baby and my granddaughter was crying. I was telling her like, okay, you gotta be quiet because I can't even hear. So let me know what you all think about this interview because it's the big thing and it's trending. I'm not gonna dislike these other comedians because of what Katt said. I'm just gonna. I still, like I said, they'll still my dudes. I'm still gonna watch what they watch, but I'm still gonna support Katt. When he was here, I wanted to go see him, but he had sold out. So, and he always sell out when he come here to Michigan, Detroit, whatever. I wanted to see him, but he had sold out. And everybody said the show was the bomb.com that went and seen him, which I know it was, because his show's always is good, and they always sell out. So, but I would have liked to see Ricky Smiley. Like I said, he was here. I would have liked to have met him, things like that. Let's say Ricky Smiley, so he's a cool dude. I had my heart just bled for him because he lost his son and things like that. And I just really commend him for coming back out into the limelight, because I can't imagine I would want to losing one of my kids to any kind of way. Now, if it was like an illness, like what leukemia or cancer, something that we can't control, then yeah, I can prepare myself a little bit more for their demise. But the way his son died, my heart just really bled for Ricky Smiley. And I commend him for getting back out there and pushing forward, and he's very open. I follow him on X/Twitter, X, whatever. And he posts his grandkids. He's very open, and he was very open about it. And I respect him a lot even more for that, because I know I just would have been in a padded room somewhere, real talk. I wouldn't have been able to recover from that. I just know I wouldn't have. I really don't think I would have. It would, no, I don't want to think about it, but it's the truth. So, yeah, so just let me know what you all think about Katt Williams' interview, because it is trending and it is something for real, and it is definitely something to talk about. Oh, and so I just seen a reel on Facebook. Somebody reposted it. Trick Daddy, the guy, his bloated looking ass. Aren't you a cook? Don't you supposed to be frying some fish? Okay, you fry some fish and send me some, because I heard you can cook. You on Love and Hip Hop now, frying fish and shit for people. You supposed to be cooking now something. So I want to taste your cooking, because I heard you can burn a little bit. So aren't you supposed to be doing that? He done jumped his happy ass on. Tell me, I'm a street nigga. I'm a street nigga. I'm a street nigga first, and Katt, you bitch, so he calling Katt all kind of bitches and bitch ass niggas and all this and that. Sir, how did you even get in it? First of all, you in your car, and your seatbelt ding keeps going off. It probably can't fit around your stomach. But put your seatbelt on and stay in your lane, bro. How is you just gonna insert yourself in it? I don't even know if I recall, Katt didn't even mention you in this interview. But then he gonna say, he said something about me in one of his prior stand-ups. But I really know he's a funny dude. He really is hilarious. But you're gonna say something about me, and then you're gonna talk about the real OG. Bro, would you calm the fuck down? Don't you have your own issues to deal with? Don't you have some health shit going on with your ass? You focus on that. He all on there. Oh, you bitch ass nigga. You this, that, and the other. You think Katt give a damn about what you saying? Don't even. Oh my God. I wouldn't even want to hear it if Katt was to get on you. I wouldn't even want to hear it, because that would be a roast of all roasts. You would be trying to literally go kill him after this if Katt was to get on you. So I wouldn't even want to open up a can and whoop ass on a roasting tip. You can't win against any comedian, bro. Nobody can win against any comedian. When you are a professional comedian, there's no winning when you trying to go in on a comedian. So I wouldn't care if you seen them pissing in the alley and whatever. You can't go in on a comedian. It's just you're not going to win. You're not going to win at all. So the comments was hilarious, because they was going in on his ass, saying the same thing I'm saying, bro. Put your seatbelt on, because your damn seatbelt ringer keeps dinging. And yeah, I'm a street nigga and this and that. Okay, Trick Daddy, we know you a street nigga. That's nothing new. We know you a street nigga. And I like some of your music, mainly because you was with my girl Trina. I like y'all collaborations. I like y'all TNT. Y'all was trying to launch that. I don't know if they ever took off because y'all kept falling out. But I mean, come on now, Trick. Stay in your lane, bro. Keep rapping, keep frying fish, keep being on Love and Hip Hops, and frying your fish and feeding the calves. Because like I said, I heard you can burn. So I would definitely like to taste some of your cooking because I heard you can cook. So just stick to what you do, bro. Just keep sticking to that. Don't incinerate yourself in cat business. If he says something about you, so be it. Get over it. You okay with it? That's what comedians do. They talk about people in the rap industry. They talk about people in Hollywood. I mean, they talk about whoever they want to talk about. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. That's what comedians do. So you just want to insert yourself into bullshit. I guess you want to be trending. You just want to be something to be heard, I guess. So okay, Trick. Go on and enjoy yourself. Go eat some fish. And send me some fish. I like salmon. I like salmon and white bass. So send me some fish. Or what you call that red eye stuff. Send me some fish. When you fry it, send me some fish. I'm in Michigan. That's what you do. Keep sticking to rapping and getting yourself together and your kids. You just, bro, just fall back, fall back, fall back. You just want to insert yourself in it. Why? Just for what? I understand you said you're good friends with Ricky Smiley. You respect the OGs. I respect the OGs. I have much respect, and I just said it throughout my talking. I have much love for Ricky Smiley, Social Entertainer, Steve, Kevin Hart, all of them cats. I love all them dudes. DL Hughley, Earthquake. That's my dude. I love Earthquake. So, and I've always been a fan of Social Entertainer. I did not shy from that. I love Katt. I've always loved Katt Williams. Even when I first seen him, he had the long, beautiful hair, and I was like, damn, this guy is gorgeous. Long, beautiful hair, blah, 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 good hair, all of that. So I mean, it is what it is. These are strong black men in the industry, and y'all really should uplift each other, not be beefing. But it is what it is. Like I said, Katt said his truth. He stood on business, and I agree. People need to be called out on their bullshit. They need to be called out on their bullshit. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I just agree. I agree with his truth. People need to speak their truth and stop lying about shit. Stop trying to make. Stop trying to. What's my saying? What's that saying? Stop trying to put sugar on shit and calling it a snow cone. That's not how this works. It is what it is. Bullshit is bullshit. And people need to be called out on their bullshit. Same goes for me. It is what it is. I pray for a whole new circle of people this year in my life that's positive, on the same note I'm on the same vibe, energy I'm on. That's what I pray for moving forward this year. I really don't have many friends. I really don't have no friends, maybe like one. And we don't talk like we normally do. She's an older lady. I've been knowing her since forever. But that's my dog, and she always gonna be there. But we don't talk or hang out like we should. But as far as people that I genuinely was around, look what happened. So I, ask God for certain things for certain people moving forward this year. A whole new set. I just want around me just the vibe of energies, positiveness moving forward, on the same page, wanting what's best for each other, uplifting, not bringing down, not tearing down. Because one thing about me, whatever I say, I can say it again to you. I'm not going to talk behind your back when I can say it to your fucking face. And if it ever comes back to me, yeah, I said it. I can say it again. Like I said, I've always called people out on their bullshit. That's why I was always disliked at jobs, because I wasn't in the bullshit. And I called people out on their bullshit. And people didn't like that. So be it. I guess I'll be solo, low, 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 low. That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what y'all think about Katt Williams' interview, because he stood on business. And that's just my 2 cents, y'all. Like and subscribe to my page. Share my page. Hit the button so every time I post a video, y'all get a notification. Peace. And I'll chime back in later. Peace out.